Hello, ladies and gents, and for the second time today, I'll say welcome to episode 19 of Kerbal Space Program. Now, I say it for the second time today because the first time today, I started streaming. I completely forgot I had booked for people to come around my house. So, apologies. But, without any further ado, let's get down to it. Let us continue what we were doing, and also continuation. I will say, sorry I haven't streamed as much as I have done previously, guys, and I haven't been getting my scheduled horror streams and things like that through, but hopefully we will be getting things into a more even keel soon. And we'll be getting back to the standard thing. So we'll get our horror stream going, which will hopefully be either Friday night this week or Saturday night this week. We might even get a retro stream if we get time as well. And next week we will get a retro on a Thursday and a horror on a Friday with any luck as well. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Maelstrom Alpha, my main man, how are you doing, Modfather? So that's enough rhetoric about the stream itself. Let's get down to the mission itself. Now, I went back to the tracking station and I showed you in the brief snippet beforehand the two ships. Effectively, I used two ships to get this all into orbit. This is the Duna Arc section, which has all of our scientific science, our most sciencey science, and a load of fuel because we need to get it to Duna. But on top we have our Duna lander, which is our little lander. Now we're probably not doing a lander on probably not doing a Duna landing on this pass, but I want to try and get the ship ready to do that kind of stuff, so when we do and when we are scheduled to, we can. Doing good. Hopefully my Kerbal will be doing good too. Well, he is in for the mission. He's our top pilot. How could I not bring him? Now we're just going to slowly shunt this ship round to be pointing at our thing. So we have to try and return from an orbit of Duna. Oh, it's going to be an interesting one. I'm glad you're here, Maelstrom. Oh, by the way, yeah, as I was saying, like this lander came up on a separate craft and we docked them together. So we'll see how it goes. And Maelstrom, you'll be happy to know that at least if you do fail in your mission or something catastrophically goes wrong, you will be able to say, that is not going to get old. Indeed. But how's your day been, dude? Have you had a good one? I've had a weird day today. Because I, in theory, wasn't going to be streaming, but Wendy's not feeling fantastic, so we couldn't go where we were going. So it's sad news for us, good news for you and for me. You've done absolutely nothing. Dude, I dream of those days. I really do. Oh, God. Alright. 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Alright. Now this is going to be our burn to Duna when we get there. We've organised this so this effectively, which is actually pretty ace. Yeah, damn right, dude. I bet it was. Right, so here we are. Back to normal speed. Gotta try and just get this ship There we go. Right, so as you can see, we've already done our maneuver node, and there is our Duna. Oh god. Oh, that's the previous Duna payload. Yeah, that's not coming back anytime soon. But relative to that, we have our encounter. So we have to try and burn for this encounter, and we're going to kick off the burn right now. It's going to be a 3-minute burn using 1500 Delta V, but we have got this thing packed with Delta V. And it shouldn't take as much to come, but it is a big burn. Good shout. But yeah, so I'm hoping that we're going to do a couple of little burns so we can actually organise our encounter with Duna to be so severe that it actually will bring us into orbit using its atmosphere as a brake. And then we should have more than enough to get back, because Kerbin's sphere of influence is much bigger, so it takes less to get back to it. This is what I have been told. This is what I believe. This is what I am hoping. And we continue this burn. All of the burn for all of the time. See, we're going to be a lot lighter once we get rid of this stage anyway, so hopefully we'll get a bit more oomph anyway. 10 more seconds of this, and then we're on to the next tank. Right, let's get rid of that tank up there. So then stage and some stuff going on. That's fine. I'm gonna activate that rocket. Oh, there we go. That's fine. I was worried for a second there. I don't know what had happened, but either way, that's come off, and we're rocking and rolling again. And we have got a efficient AF rocket on the back here. Probably should have started the burn a little bit earlier, knowing how long a burn it was going to be, but we're by no means out of the running. So we've got about 3,000 Delta V left, and about 700 left to start our encounter, and we'll probably use a couple of hundred to straighten us up on the way there. Does that sound viable, Maelstrom Alpha? Does that sound like I'm not talking out my arse? Mr. Magoo! Rob, start casting me a print stuff. You're gonna make me cry. Shut up, Magoo. Go to the downstairs contracts printer and pick me up my TPS reports. I'm so sorry. Would you like a cup of tea? Mr. Magoo, welcome to the stream. Good to have you in. Kappa. For reference, by the way, he was talking. I was talking to Mr. Magoo earlier about. I mentioned. Wish I could help you, but I've never attempted Duna. Fair enough. Ooh, the thing's doing wobbly stuff. Oh, we're getting out there. But yeah, I was talking to Mr. Magoo earlier on today about an incident with my work colleague. I asked them to print something for me, and just due to the deepness of my voice, they thought I was angry, so they cried. Awkward. Mr. Magoo is kind of leveling while leveling WoW and watching the foosball. Fair enough, Mr. Magoo. More than welcome in the stream. Mr. Mangoo! Yikes! Indeed, it happens. Oh, this burn. It's taken a long old while. It's a big burn, Maelstrom. A big burn. Right. 300. We should be getting there soon. This is always the difficulty when you have a... Right, so it's about a minute left, so I'm going to take it away so I can actually see what's going on. And you can see this ticking around. We're still heading in the right way. But when you have that encounter node up, sometimes it's just really hard to see what the hell's going on. About a minute, it said, and still saying about true. Watching this getting closer. I'm too relaxed for that, yeah. Right, let's cook it down a bit. Because any second now. There we are. There's our encounter. Happy days. Still got half that fuel tank left. Well, guys, that almost looks like that was a semi-successful run. So let's warp out into space. Oh. I don't think I've ever made anyone cry at work. I'm too relaxed for that. Well, I'm pretty relaxed, dude. I'm normally like one of the more chill people in the room. I think it's just sometimes my tone comes across. I'm like, can you do that for me? They're like, he's angry. I'm not angry. I just have only been supplied with this one voice, and either I speak in this tone, which is my business tone, or I speak really quietly and quite timidly, and if I don't give the standard flavour, it obviously assumes that I'm angry. Right, so... Pretty sure no one will see me properly angry, to be fair. Don't think I've lost my temper since about 17. Decided it's an extremely bad idea to lose my shit. As a massive ball of energy and strength. I'm sure you understand that, Rob. Yeah, definitely, dude. It is really ropey. We're nearly running out of signal. Scary times. Right, now let's just have a look. Let's check our observation bay, see if there's anything new. Oh, yeah. Let's process that in the lab. How about the goo tanks? Let's process that in the lab. Keep that experiment. Alright. So, we're going to do all our experiments we can. And then we're going to send our intrepid gent SJ Garfield out into the depths of space, in this dark, dank, deep space, and hopefully he'll be able to sort his shit out. Especially, we've got to hope that I put some pressure equipment and things. Log seismic data. We can't do that there. Okay, let's pin all of the science guff, shall we? Seismic. Thermometer. Where's the pressure McGuff? Technical term. There's the pressure McGuffer. Oh crap, I didn't mean to observe the goo tank. I just want to have it open. I'm going to pin all these so when we do need to do some clinch science, when we're going through the low orbit of Duna that we're hoping for, we can just punch all this. If I can actually see the stuff. That's a relay antenna. There we go. Atmospheric McGuff as well. Right, so log temperature. We can study that. Log the pressure. Study that. SJ Garfield's going to have some jobs on. We're going to do a crew report because the crew are in here. Let's keep that experiment. Let's EVA. EVA report. Keep it. Right, he's gonna crawl up here. I think he's gonna. Oh. Okay, you're gonna have to let go, mate, and trust me to take the wheel. Let's reset the goo and collect the data. Ooh. Okay. Round we go. Read you in a 1 second, Maelstrom. I'm just trying not to fire Garfield into space. There is no lasagna in space. And he would be very sad. Whoop. Right, I think... Oh no, we've still got one more goo canister to restore. There we go. All restored. Ooh. Ooh. F. Grabbed and boarded. Right, now let's... Yeah, yickety, says Godfrey. Let's start some research. We may as well, because we are travelling. Oh god, I've just turned on the... 1 second. Right, let's catch up with the chat. Alright, if I lost my temper properly with someone, I could just steamroll them into paste. So I became a really chilled out adult. Indeed, I concur. Well, dude, if you ever need to lose your rage at someone, feel free. I will be your safe zone. But I understand what you mean. Largely, it isn't necessary. Add maneuver. Let's put a maneuver over here. And then try and get our periaps down. Well, this is a fucking mess. Duna escape. Closest approach. Right, so we want to come down ever so slightly. Ooh. Okay. Other way. Oh. Okay, so like that. Duna escape. Duna periaps, there we are. Doesn't seem to adapt the periaps. I suppose I could do it real time, but that sounds ropey AF. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna freehand adjust this, which scares the bejesus out of me. Now, if I'm right, we can do this the same as when we're doing with a target. Or can you go to target mode? You can go to target mode. I think if we go to target mode, right, I think if we pull this way, no, that's putting it on, so obviously it's the opposite to pull it off. Nope, it's not. Oh, right, that is taking it off, so there we are, bringing that periaps down. $30,000. 28,000. We're using Nat's piss of fuel here. 23,000. Oh, it's going back up again. Right, okay. Maneuver. See, this is the thing that I don't get. Is it won't show you updated numbers of your encounter. Right, okay, let's go through all the different cycles. So right, so that's bringing it down. 24, 23, 22, 21. We just have to keep an eye until this changes to come back up again. 18, 17, 14, 13. Alright, okay, so it's now starting to come back up again. So now let's try radial in. Right, we're coming down again, so 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 2, 3. Oh, okay. Let's go radial out. So we had it down to 3, and then we can just try prograde and retrograde and try and get it as best we can. This is all down to your excellent maneuvering, Maelstrom. I'm doing this at stages. There we go. Right, so that's the point where it roughly starts to change. Now, I reckon retro is going to be the way forwards. What can I say? All those weeks sitting on my own. This honed my skills. Really did. Right, so we're going to try retro. See if that brings it down. That brings it up. So obviously, whichever one I choose first is going to be the wrong one. We're going to flip it and reverse it. Oh, I've never felt so uncool. Right, that's bringing it down again. And up again. Okay, so I think maybe we need to continue in a bit and then do some more adjustments. I don't want to get too close because last time, not meaning to make it nervous for you, Maelstrom, but last time we got too close, not far enough, not close enough, sorry. And that actually caused us to have no fuel left, so we just kind of died in space alone. So a quick check on the sports ball. It's still going, it's still the same, that's fine. I feel dirty for checking it. Right, so let's see if we can get it down a bit more. Our current periaps, 2 million. Oh, obviously not that way. Let's try some anti-normal. Look at all that fuel. Right, here we are, anti-normal. 2.9 million away. 2.85, 2.1, 1 point. Oh, there we go. Right, so that's the point where it changes. Let's try some radial in, some radial out. Sports ball. Oh, yeah, I know, dude. I know. Right, here's a cheeky bit of radial out. Try and get it under 600. 500. 400. Ooh. I'm going to even flick on and turn the thrust down on this engine. How fucking pro am I getting, boys? Right, so where's that cheeky periapse? There it is, 371, so 60, 18, 200 and something, 193, 61, 44, 23, oh, 5. Now, that's probably going to be slightly too low, but it's not far off, because we want it to be about 17, because I want to try and use Duna's atmosphere as a brake. Right, where are we? Periapse 5, so I think 12 is going to be where I'm going to use it. That is going to be our brake. Heaven help us. Also, Maelstrom, are you impressed? Do you not think I'm doing pretty well, considering I am the guy that built the wobbly cock rocket and crashed into shit? Right, we're still looking good. Periapse. 12,000 meters. Right. Where are we? We're in space high still. Let's just have a look at the thermometer to see where we are. Yeah. So how much science we gathered? Oh man, look at all that science! We're going to get 500 odd science just from the trip. And this is why I wanted to bring the Ark, guys. Right. Here we are. Let's log the temperature. Measuring the temperature of space seems to be quite impossible. Okay, so we're in space still. Let's warp here. Come a long way. But to be fair, Rob, everyone who plays this game starts with a wobbly conch rocket, no matter what they tell you. Yeah, okay, fair dues. Alright, let's warp to the Duna encounter. Here we are. Now this is the scary bit, because I have managed to do the shooting equivalent of shooting the bollocks off a gnat. We're going to point this bad boy retrograde. Right. 300 science in the mobile lab. Oh, dirty. Right, log temperature. Temperature while high over Duna. We've already had that. Pressure, already had it. Assuming we've done goo. So that's fine. However, we can add the pressure and the temperature for a load of extra science in the science can. SJ Garfield is going to earn his money this trip. Let's continue to warp along here. This is the bit that's going to be scary, because I've got to hope that my calculations are correct and we don't just hit a fucking mountain on Duna. Well, we haven't hit Ike, so that's a start. Right, let's see if any of this is new temperature data. Right. What we have to do now is try and get a high atmosphere, a low atmosphere readings as we go past, scraping our butts. We are going to be scraping our butts. There it is, guys. Take a cheeky screenshot of that. Well, we've made it to Duna. We just need to orbit Duna. So I'm going to warp. What height are we? Altitude from terrain 700. So yeah, I know, right, mate? 600, 400, 300. Right, that's got to be some new science right there. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Warp a bit more. $200. Does that count as high orbit? Not yet. Log temperature. This is new though. Right. And the space near Duna. Okay, so login temperature. Atmospheric analysis. Can't do that right now. Log seismic data. Can log the pressure though. And you know what? We're going to open the goo canisters. Oh, I should have shut them. Let's close all that. We're going to do the goo canisters down here. Observe the goo. Keep it. Observe the goo. Keep it. Duna looks like an Christmas pudding. Yeah, it does. Oh, and observe the materials bay. Keep that bad boy. Right, this is where it's going to get warm. Now, action group. We'll shut all of our solar panels so they don't get melted. I think we have just lost some other solar panels, which is not ideal. But I'm trusting this. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm sure. Oh god. No, no, no. No! Are other parts? Are any parts inhabited? S.J. Garfield! So... S.J. Garfield is still alive. I'm not sure for how long. Because he is coming in to crash. Also, I know there's a button that I can turn them off. How do I turn those things off? How do I turn the air effects off? Screenshot button. Nice. That's why they always turn on. Right, I'm going to try and land this. Prograde. So SJ Garfield may stand a chance. So many pieces of debris. I'm so sad. Martin, I killed you. I finally... Oh, hang on. Duna fireworks. It was how I was like, well, that's exploded, we should be okay. Well, that's exploded, we should... Oh. Well, that's a shame. Let's go back to the Space Center. Filled with sadness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Well, I'm just really sad. I didn't want you to die. But I suppose it had to happen at some point. Not in that manner. It had to happen at some point. Let's load up this. SJ Garfield is going to be upset as well. Wackenhut is going to launch in the ship. Feels bad, man. I know. I'm sorry I killed you, Martin. I was so convinced that I'd seen a couple of Scott Manley videos and I was just certain that you were going to be fine. Either they changed the actual... Either they changed something to do with the temperature or the atmosphere, or I was coming in too quick, or... It was a good run. At least I died over Duna, not over the launch pad, like so many other Kerbals. Indeed. That, and in a way, I'm kind of glad that you exploded over Duna. Opposed to just got stuck there again, because mounting a rescue mission for you on Duna would have been soul destroying. Obviously means you would have been alive, but it's it's a price I'm willing to pay. But as the mod father, I will let you... That sounds like such a ball ache. Yeah, definitely, dude. Oh, I'm really sad that you're still alive. You no, you're still alive. Oh, Freudian slip. I'm really sad that you died. The hearse sets off. Yeah, we have a rocket car, by the way. Wait, what? What do you mean, wait, what? No. Whacking up. Bitch, please. That shit makes me worry you'll smother me with a pillow late night. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Would I ever do that, Martin? You'll always be part of me. We'll always be able to play Danky Kang together. Oh God, Whacking Heart. I'm just trying to get you to put some flags out to remember the dead, not to be the dead. I'm really sad you're still alive. Shh, shh, shh. Paint, everything new. Rob, I'm not sure about this rocket car. Yeah, me either. It's kind of wobbly. I should have brought the Duna car, but I put that into the spaceship hangar instead. Seems to like exploding a bit much. Yeah, it does. Brakes. So let's see if there's any science we can do here while we're here. I wish there was a button where you could just be like, I'd like to do all the science that's on my ship, please. Okay. Okay. So not. Right, EVA. You guys will be getting a communal flag. Where's it start? Read the plaque. Elogicoma left his heart on the moon and the rest of his burned remains. Then we've got Bill Kerman took 2 screaming tourists with him. 0.1 science. Oh my god. And the plaque of Bill Kerman killed in the atmosphere. We had 2 Bill Kermans because I didn't realise they kept respawning. So I'll leave you guys to respawn and then do it again. But plant the saddest flag of my Kerbal space program thus far. Name. It makes it real if I do it. Maelstrom Alpha. SJ Garfield. Body like Buddha. A hot topping to a angry Christmas pudding. Will be sorely missed. Died like they lived. covered in piss. Well, Martin, if nothing else, you will always go down in my history books as the first man on the moon. So I think, had I not gone as low, and had I committed to use fuel to lower the burn down, we probably would have been okay there. What do you think? Yeah, first got on the moon for a long time. Yeah, very true. Right, let's recover the vessel. Let's check on the sports ball. It is 1-1, 87th minute. It potentially could be coming home, or they could potentially be coming home. Yeah, too close to the atmosphere for sure. Yeah, seems that way. Right. We've got 260 science. Let's see what other science we can purchase. We could buy that. Some precision rockets. Oh, get the Separatron. The little separating rocket. They're pretty cool. And the big donut ring. So I suppose we've got to get our next Duna mission up and running. No pressure, lads. So let's get the Duna arc. Because I actually liked the craft. It seemed to work pretty well. So it's going to be Whack and Hut. Furby's got a sudden and ballsy promotion. And Joran Kerman, not even a named Kerbal. It is unpatriotic that I hope we lose, because then all the cunts will stop being loud outside my house shouting and singing football's coming home at 8 AM every morning. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm fairly unpatriotic for that as well. It just, like, everything on Facebook is like, it's coming home. Is it? Or will it just be like some more of England and just kind of regret it and stay in Europe? We'll see. Whack and Hut. Taking the reins. Let's get into space. Our shame never left. I will say this, like, the actual sportsmanship of our team seems to be probably the best sportsmanship from an England team I've seen in about 20 years. We've still got the same fans, but yeah, we'll see. I'm still shell-shocked that I've killed you, Martin. I feel so sad. But at least we've got Furby. Furby will sort us out, won't he? I will never have a better pilot than your piss stain, Kerbal. That is the truth. Right. Don't need that Aerostream protective shell anymore. That's just dead weight. The Ark is nearly in space again. Oh, get 10 good seconds of the big chunky rockets. Nice. Now we get the slow push of the singular. So if Wackenhut ever comes back in here, he will be pleased to know that he is now my new #1 pilot until obviously his Duna mission. Also enjoy telling Furby that he is now my new science specialist. Les Science Extraordinaire. Got a lot of packing to do for this gay jam. I might order a pizza so I don't have to worry about food. Well, that's up to you, dude. I think it doesn't take that long to cook food. I made myself some ostrich burgers and sweet potato chips today. It was fucking gorgeous. Sure, but I don't want to. Yeah, that's more like it. But that's fair. Here we are. Where's that sexy periaps about to poke its little bonds? There it is. Right, there we go. So that's in orbit. You guys are in orbit, and we'll press our action group. Look at that sexy thing. You alright? You watching the game? Okay. Okay, so they're happily, I say happily, they've seen what happened to their previous Kerbals, so happily is a bit of a moot point, but they're in orbit. And now we're going to send up the empty module, which will be their additional crew cabin. And it is the more ropey craft of the two, I must say. Here we are, the Duna lander. You know what, I think I'm gonna try and rotate these round if I can. Ooh. Uh. Right. Fucking hell, that was harder as it needed to be. Right, so I have them there, them there. And we'll even hold it in place. How lovely. That looks a bit less shonky now. Save it. And make sure there's no one in it. Dr. Doof. Don't put yourself at risk. You're a very rare breed now. You're a pilot that's alive. Gotta love my slightly off-center rocket position. Oh no, they're alright. Right, so disconnect. All those rockets want to come on at the same time. Still looks a little bit like a butt plug. Yeah, mate. It's gotta be. Right, then they disconnect, then that disconnects, then that is live. The aerodynamic shell and all that shit. So that's fine. So, nice bit of thrust, bit of sass, and we're away. The butt plug is launched. And in fairness, for me, that's a pretty streamlined ship. There's not a lot of waste on there. Start that tilt earlier because it's a bit more aerodynamic. Yeah, for starters, I haven't used 4 boosters on this like I do for literally everything else. Looks like quite a tidy gravity turn we're sliding in this time as well. Alright, I'm going to wait and coast up to about 40 odd thousand so I can get a little bit more of a shove from these 2 rockets before they run out and we have to eject them. There we go. Let's shove them up. Get ready for them to die. And off they go. I can smell some burning toast. I'm assuming Wendy's making herself some more fruit loaf. She's been addicted. Making some more fruit loaf?
How do you know?
Because I can smell burning.
Oh.
Rumbled. Right, nearly at 70,000. We're at 70,000, that's fine. But that is actually quite a nice, wide... We got a good gravity turn off that. That was nice. And... deploy the protective shell. That can bugger off. Warp here. I'm gonna change my island of bot messages, by the way, Maelstrom, because I think they're a bit mouthy. If nothing else, they just kind of flood the entire chat bar. But I'll probably add some extra things where it automatically has a go at Author V. Here we go. Now on the super efficient engine, the Poodle. Right, 70 and 90. Let's actually keep burning this out a little bit. Because we now want to go back to the tracking station and even this guy's out. Keep flicking back to the football to see what's going on. 96th minute. Right, so we're in our tracking and we're going to keep whipping it round until they catch up with each other. One more. There we go. Right, so let's take over the lander. All those lines, I know, dude. It's our super satanic radio network. Right, so let's set as target. Add a maneuver. Not all. I'm saying that. That looked like it was a. Woo. Oh. See how it says it'll bring it 5k round, but it will also take it to 48. Surely that would send it plummeting out of orbit. Maybe it would be easier, rather than doing it from this ship, it'd be better to switch to the Ark, get that to have a set target. Right, now do a little maneuver for the Ark to try and hit one of these. What's the point? Alright, here we go. Intersection 7 meters. 6. 6.5. That's enough for me to then be able to flick over to the other ship and sort things out. There we go, right. So that's that done. So now we should be able to switch back to the lander. Right. Are we coming home or are we not coming home? The game continues in the 102nd minute. We're in overtime then. Okay, so we now have that intersection, which is really nice. Can we tidy it up on our end now? I think actually if we do some descending, whoa. 3, 2, any second now. 1, 0. Okay, so that's probably tidied up our intersection a little bit. Not exactly. But we can maneuver here now. Intersection 9, 10. Three. Ooh. 3.5. That's enough. That's fine. Because we don't need to get it perfect. We just need to get it close enough that we can start doing those tidying maneuvers. Now if we get rid of that, 11k still. Alright, 3.7. Fine, so warp to here. Just beat a guy on Mario Tennis who was trying to taunt me the whole match. Then he rage quit on the last point. Phenomenal, dude. Good work. Alright, so we're bringing it up for some good old-fashioned docking. Now I've got to remember, do I pull with retro? Yeah, we pull with retro. Alright. And we push with prograde. We need to get this further away so we can have more time to bring it level. This intercept course might not have been close enough. But we'll see. Do we have any other intercepts? No. Okay, so that pushes that away. We don't want that. Not entirely sure what's going on at the moment. Whoop. Right, oh, it's just over there. So we could just kind of try and grunt towards it. think I've just got to try and keep fighting this until it actually gets me closer. So we're now 3.6, which is closer than what the actual intercept said. Oh, now we've got an intercept of 1.2, which is pretty good, actually. Right, 0.6, that's good. Right, I don't know how it's been such a pain in the dick, but it has been. You got really good at aligning orbits since you started. I can't do it that well. Really? Awesome. Well, thank you for the compliment, dude. And in fairness, if you have to do it enough times, you get pretty good. Right, so let's warp to this. And we should float within 200 meters of each other. And then I'm going to have to do a double shuffle because we're going to be going really quick. Right, so right, retro pulls the pink marker. So we want to go opposite side and pull it across. We're still heading towards, we are still heading towards. Put the thrust limiter really low and line it up, and then we want to get it really slow. Right, about a second, so then we want to... Oh, I don't need to do that, I'm close enough to just switch. Right, so... I'm going to spin the wiggle round. I think you've played more of this than I have at this point. Dude. Well, I'm grateful because obviously you are the one that introduced me to it. You started this addiction. Alright. I'm going to try and point it as best we can at it. Come on. Thumb it in. That'll do. Right, now we switch hurriedly. Control from here. Spin that bad boy around and take a look. So we're heading towards quite quickly now. Well, it's not quite quickly now, we're same speed, however we're getting closer, so there's less distance to cover. What we want to try and do is get it down to 0.1 meters a second and in line. 0.2. 0.1. Nice. 6, 5. Okay, so now we want to spin around. So we're facing the target. Let's do our best to help this hook up as well. Oh god. wobbly cocksog segment in line. Got 15 meters to go. So we're going to go to docket mode, RCS. Now we want to turn off the SAS at this stage. Now we are slowly heading towards each other, and I'm not going to try and speed it up. I'm going to physics speed it up, because that way it won't increase the vehicle speed. And we don't want the vehicle speed to go up. One other tournament, I have an 83% win rate at the moment on Mario Tennis. Love this game. Dude, it looks hectic AF, but yeah, good on you, man. Good on you. Right. What's the betting? What are the odds that this is going to be a first time double dockage? Do you have belief? Oh, let's tenderly touch our tips. Oh, that is painful. I'm gonna wait for it to spin all the way around, and then put the SAS on. Is now following. Hello. Your name is hard to pronounce, but you are more than welcome here. Right, so now we're going to switch to the other rocket again and try and give it some spin to try and get it aligned again, because this is a nightmare. That username, I know, dude. Furby! How are you doing, dude? I have good news and bad news. Which would you like first? I'm good. Did my Kerbal Dine get a replacement? No. Good news, you're now head science officer. Bad news, SJ Garfield, Maelstrom Alpha, and Body Like Buddha are dead. We had a bit of a boo-boo. By bit of a boo-boo, I mean catastrophic accident above Duna. Right, staging. Oh God, no, we don't have the RCS on at this stage. We just want to spin it to face it. Right, now we go to docky mode and put the RCS on. dead. Yes, dude, making the most of that emote. Alright, now we are back to attempting docking, like so many kids these days. Oh, right. Right. Oh, come on, second attempt docking. Let's turn off the SAS. Hopefully we can just swing together. Oh, yes! Get in there. Maelstrom Alpha, are you impressed? And now what we're going to do, we're going to alt-click this fuel tank. And alt-click this fuel tank. And pump up and fill it. Ready for our trip to Duna. Or would it be more efficient to refill that one? Oh no, we've got two fuel tanks there that are nearly full. 1400, 13 and 16. Okay, we could fill that one up. That is a more efficient engine. It doesn't matter which way it's pointing, we just need it working. Won't alarm anyone, but that Furby 17 seems to be an imposter. What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's see what's going on in the football. Oh dear. That's not ideal. Not long left on the clock either. Well, nothing else. It'll be the end of all those fucking "it's coming home" memes. Right. Decouple. Oh, we can come out of docking mode, go back into staging mode. Here we are, right. Now we have the double-ended dildo of space. And we need to transfer some crew. Transfer some crew. Oh, no, we don't want Whack and Hut. Where? Transfer some crew. Oh. Jolyn Kerman is already in the lab with Furby. We don't want him in the lab. This part is full, is it? Alright, we'll put him in there. We'll transfer Whack and Hut into there as well. And then it's just Furby on there. That Furby has an A, not a U. Damn it! Well, it's you, Furby. My poor spelling or not, it's you. Right, guys, let's see. Is Duna in the right place to do an intercept? I doubt it, because we tried one not long ago and it was bad times. Right, so we need to go to the tracking station. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get Furby doing some science while we're in there. Let's pin our mini goo tanks. Pinned. Pinned. Let's observe a goo tank and see if we'll get any science out of it. 60 science. No, that's not a lot, is it? Let's see if there's anything we can get from the temperature and pressure gauges and all that kind of stuff. But how are you doing, Furby? You having a good one anyway? Yeah, Ireland of Bot is a bit verbose. Far hot, too hot for me for the last few weeks. Yeah, dude, I can relate. Alright, we'll put a little bit of science, pressure, temperature, seismic accelerometer. No, can we run the atmosphere tester? No. That'll do. That'll give Furby something to be looking at least. So we'll observe a tank of mystery goo as well. Just so, as the new chief of science, you have something to be looking at. There we go. So, start some research. You're researching. It's been cooler today where I am. Yeah, it's starting to cool down. I think everything is crying out for rain at the moment. Alright, let's just save the game. Day 19. Sad. Tracking station. Oh, I'm gonna put the light on as well. Oh, my knees. Right, let's just have another quick check on the sports ball. Can I hear the tears of a nation and the quieting of a meme? $20 minutes and 2 left. It's looking more and more likely, guys. You guys will get a retro stream on Sunday because I don't have to worry about a final of the World Cup. Right, so let's whip round because we want to have Duna around there if we're going to be making an intercept with it, and we're sending Furby and his boys off there. It's going to take a fair old while. First day I haven't had the fan on. By the way, Furby, have you been in here since we put the sound effects in? Alright, here we are. We're now starting to pull ahead. We're getting to the point where it's an acceptable position. Right, that'll do. I know there was one sound effect. Maelstrom Alpha knows what to do. Right, we've got Kerbal on 1. Let's go and fly that and see what science there is. Can't remember the command for it. Well, if you go into the channel description below, you can see that there is a list of them all. Wow. Love it. Right, science. We've got nearly 500. So can we level up the crew? No. But we can transmit the science. Darkness, my old friend. I played that just after poor Maelstrom's demise. Oh, and I think it is full time on the football. It is. We're coming home. Cue everyone saying the ref was rubbish. Does that mean the prick will finally shut up outside my house? It looks like it, dude. Right, all the science, has that been transmitted? I thought it had. Oh, brilliant. We got nearly around, we were transmitting it and we got to the point where we had no reception. Of course we did. Not enough electric charge? What the shit? Croatia won, oh my god. Indeed, dude, indeed. The drunken douche canoes of England are now silenced. I was lurking all the time. Oh, Mr. Magoo, did you see my sad attempt at an entry to Duna? My weeping. Tears the size of October cabbages. Right, we're just building up battery power to send some science back home. If we can. Right, we're full battery power. If we can't transmit all this science now, we are not going to get this science back. Right. Alright, so did that just send some of the science? Nope. Wish you all a good night. Sleep well, bros. You too, Mr. Mango. Take care of yourself. It's been jolly good having you in the stream. Right, Maelstrom. How am I going to fix this, McGuff? I have science that needs to come back. But apparently not enough battery to get it done. Oh! Oh no, it will do it partially. It will get there eventually, as long as I have enough lap round Minmus to get it in the sun to get it transmitted. Okay. 72. No. Oh. Science data transmitted. Yes. Nice. So back to the tracking station. God, the palavers and things that you have to deal with in this game. So Kerbal was transmitted. Norfolk Research, Nesselfolk Research Centre. Let's go back there and see what that's doing. Yay! Oh, look at that science ticking up because we come and check on it. How much science did we get? 250 science. I'll tell you what, these space stations are phenomenal ways of hoovering up science. And this place has got oodles of electric, apparently. Right, uploaded done. So now if we go back to the Space Centre, we should be swimming in science. $852 science. Oh yes. So what do we want? That's the question. High altitude flight. That looks sexy, but I don't think I need it. Right. Advanced fuel. Looks interesting enough, but the atomic rocket motor. That sounds pretty sexy. I know, Maelstrom. Fucking dirty, isn't it? Big, scary. For painting on the side. The engine is radioactive exhaust. Tendency to overheat. Oh god, the Vector. The Kerbodyne. And the Mammoth. We technically buy both of those. And have some fat boy rockets to use. The Rapier engine, what the hell is that? Right, we're not going to make those choices yet. We don't need to purchase that stuff. We've got Furby in space. And before I leave you, what we're going to do is we're going to jump to the tracking station and get Furby lined up to be fired at Duna for attempt 2. Duna, this time it's personal. Yeah, fired out Duna. You heard me. Right, where is Duna? So Duna is that way. So we want to burn about here. Oh, and we want to set Duna as target. Oh. There we go. We're not far away there. Oh, other way. There we are. Duna. So next time, I'm going to even line us up. Right, okay, so we are now lined up. We're going to save this bad boy. Third time's a charm. I don't like being the second. You'll be fine, dude. You'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen other than the thing that I did to Maelstrom Alpha and everyone else? Hashtag just saying. But anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very much for joining me this evening. It has been an absolute pleasure streaming for you guys. As I said at the start of the stream, I hopefully will be doing my horror stream on Friday. But if not Friday, I will be doing it on Saturday. I have some related business that I have to take care of, which could interrupt the Friday one. But if not, it'll be Saturday, and I'll be doing a retro Sunday, as we do not have to worry about the World Cup anymore. But take care of yourselves, guys, and see you soon. Well, I might bounce off the atmosphere and go sailing into the sun. No way, dude. No way. I'm going to miss all the long weekend streams. Feels bad, man. Dude, I'm going to miss you too. As always, the Mod Father, it's not going to be the same without you. However, the week after that, I'll be doing all of the long streams. We will see each other. And it's the EDF week. Yes, it is. But take care. Thanks for the stream, mate. Awesome. Oh, by the way, I think there's still one more game to decide who's third place. Yeah, but who cares? Take care, guys. And I will see you soon.